Well, good morning, team. It's bright and early. I just wanted to go through what I would like you to be doing today at home. Hopefully you're having a good day. Turn on Kelly Clarkson in the background if you need to. Here we go. So we started this really briefly in class on Wednesday before we watched the movie, the writing a topic sentence based on our theme statement and then choosing a piece of evidence. This is in our Google Classroom. It's called Explaining Evidence Geo, I believe. Okay, so what we started on Wednesday was going through, this is for the landlady, and deciding upon a theme statement, okay, for that. I was doing one for Ruthless as an example, but our goal Wednesday, we chose a theme statement for the landlady. You should have completed slide number, sorry, mine is coming up. My example one is coming up. I believe it was slide number 2 was the theme statement and the topic sentence in class. And then yesterday, your job at home was to complete the following slide, which was listing 3 pieces of evidence. Okay, here we go. Mine's finally coming up. You know, any moment now. So here was our slide 2. Again, mine's out of Ruthless. Don't write yours on that. Yours is the landlady, but you're writing a theme statement in case you need to finish your topic sentence. It is literally the same thing. The only thing you're adding on before it is the theme in yours would be the landlady by Roald Dahl is. Okay, so that's your topic sentence, which means we're writing an answer which we'll put into a paragraph on Monday together. So that's the topic of our paragraph. Okay, so that was in class. Yesterday, your job was to find 3 quotes and type them here. Remember to cite them correctly. So my author for Ruthless, his last name is DeMille. Liam Buddy, you know, open the parentheses, author, page number, parentheses, period goes on the outside. You should have 3. If you did not get this done yesterday, go back to your story, The Landlady, and get however many pieces of evidence you need to find in order to finish this. By the way, I would continuously copy and paste your theme statement on the top of your page so that you know what to be looking for and that it relates to that, because that's the whole point of this assignment. So that's where we should be. Today, Friday, we are going to start doing slide 4. So again, copy and paste your theme statement at the top. This one is about summarizing a piece of evidence that you're selecting. So I don't have this on yours, but I would highly recommend copying whichever piece of evidence you are going to use and pasting it on this slide as well so you can see it. So the next step is summarizing what's happening in the story leading up to that first piece of evidence. So my first piece of evidence I used for Ruthless, again, my theme statement's about acting out of anger and how that's not a good thing. I chose when Judson is saying everything nice and handy. He remarked, "Now, Mr. Thief, when you break in, have a good drink. I won't begrudge you this one." So in the story, that's happening for me. That's like basically all the way at the end of the first page. So I have to act as though whoever's reading this has never read the story before. This statement would mean nothing to them. They have no context. Like they don't know what happened in the story before this. So you're going to start, when you explain a quote, by summarizing what happened in the story right before that. So I said, at this point in the text, Judson has discovered his whiskey has been drank, I don't know if that's the right word, but has been drank, in his mind at least, by someone else. To get revenge, he has decided to poison the alcohol and leave it invitingly in front, luring whoever drank it the first time to try again. So then, I just explained what happened in the text right before he says, like, "Come, Mr. Thief, and have a good drink." That's step 1 for today. Step 2, and this is the last step, again, it says theme statement. So I'm going to copy and paste this over. Copy. Paste. Oh, look at that. The next one is add your quote and cite it. I already did that on the last slide, so I'm going to copy that over too. There we go. Any day now, guys. I don't know if it's my millions of tabs that are open. Who knows? Oh my gosh. Come on. Okay. now, copying. Ooh, I'm just moving my box. That's not what I want to do. Don't you guys love just seeing the glory as it happens? Okay, so we're going to copy and paste our quote, which I already had done on the last slide, so I'm copying it over again. And it says to cite the quote, hang on, hey girl, happy Friday. So my quote is there. I'm going to get rid of the number 1 because that doesn't, no, it's not number 1. We can get rid of that. Okay, here's the most important part. The last part of your task is to explain how your quote connects to your theme statement. So I'm looking up here. I think one of the most important words in this is anger. And then another one I would say is problems. So if you go through and you highlight the most important words in your theme statement, that kind of shows you what you need to be talking about. So for this one, I have to explain how him luring the thief to drink the poison shows that he's acting out of anger. So I might say something like, Judson's decision to poison the alcohol is made out of his anger at finding it stolen. This is not a wise decision, as it is very dangerous, but it sounds like a good idea to him at the time. Okay, so I've used that keyword anger. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to even just highlight it that same color so I know I've kind of explained the anger part. Excuse me, and now I need to talk about the problems. So I might say like, this decision, in fact, ultimately leads to his own act of drinking the poison, I already used leads to. So he is the one, come on. Oh, I might say, so not only is he the one Okay, so if it doesn't come up. So not only is he the one who poisons the alcohol, he's the one who creates this own problem for himself. So not only is he the one who makes a poor decision out of anger, going to use that word again, he is the one who suffers the consequences from it as well. Okay, so now we've got anger again. Let me make this just a little bit bigger. I'm going to highlight it, my color, and then consequences is the same. It's a synonym for problems, right? So I'm going to highlight that one blue. There's a spot if you want to go above and beyond for you to analyze a second piece of evidence. You have to complete this first part at least. So this is your task for today. Today is Friday. Make sure you have this done and turn it in on Google Classroom today. It's due. And then I will see you again on Monday. Have a great weekend, you guys.